Good morning, Canticle. This is a special edition of the Dragonlance Canticle being held as an online play of a 5e play test play of the Dragonlance box set.
Something like that.
The
Yeah,
Dragonlance box set.
I'm not as cool as Trampas, so I don't have the good announcer voice, but luckily we do have Trampas on hand, so
Right, because if I was actually to do it, I'd probably say, greetings, friends and fellow companions, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Dragonlance Canticle. Hipper than hip-hop, I'm Trampas Whiteman.
And I'm Chuck. I'm not hipper than anything, apparently. I didn't know what Pitbull Fireball was.
And it's a sad day when I'm the coolest guy in the room, because I do know who Pitbull and Fireball is. My name's Tim.
And I'm the new guy on the block, Joe, and yes, I do know the new kids on the block.
NKOTB forever.
All right.
This has descended very quickly.
Rio.
We usually make it more than 30 seconds. We're off the rails.
You'll never get that far if I'm around.
Oh, man. So before we get going here, I want to take a minute here and kind of give you guys an update. We are doing something special here. We're play testing out the box set as a Dragonlance theme. I've got these three guys plus John Ryan, who you've heard on the Canticle before. They'll be the 4-player characters. We're going to try a few sessions like this, and we'll post them up. If you guys like them, great. If you don't, it's okay too. I'm having some fun here, and I hope everybody else is. So I'll just start out with, I think we'll go around and introduce the characters, starting with Tim Joseph Trampas, because that's how you appear on my screen.
All right. Well, I'm playing a first level. I guess we're all first level, but I'm playing a wizard named Jeriket, which, if there are any old school Dragonlance fans out there, I pulled that name directly off of a lich that guards Dareguard Keep. If you ever played that little mini adventure, I wouldn't even call it a mini adventure. It was a pretty complex thing, but he is the lich that guards Dareguard Keep at night. That's not my character. I just gave him that same name. So
which half is the elf? Which half is the human? Left or right? Or top and bottom?
It's actually top and bottom. I was getting there.
Joseph, what are you playing?
So I am playing a human fighter, specializing with great weapon instead of archery. Went for the gender bend, playing a character named Ashlyn Corsair. I pulled her sheet up on the screen here, but the quick and short of her background is that her father was a Salamnic knight who wound up being killed by some of his subordinates because he was about to expose them for some corruption within the knighthood. And seeing basically the fallen valor within the knighthood, she turned more on the instead of the honorable side of the knight, she went more against vengeance and punishment. So she's actually turned toward the worship of Sargonus, and now she's just out to make sure that no matter what, the law is always followed, so that people no longer can abuse each other over petty squabbles like she saw that killed her father.
And Sir Trampas?
That's my wife's phone. So I am playing Trapian Dragonhelm. Now, back in the day of the, let's see, I think it's the DLE modules, in there was a pre-generated character named Trapian. And his basic story is he's a wizard. He's the son of a knight and a cleric of Solinari, because in those days you could have clerics of Solinari, which makes really little sense. And so I decided that this is a character that I wanted to take from Drool the Cool, and basically I wanted to go with the idea of the Kingfisher. And so the idea is, yes, his dad was a Salamnic knight. His mom was a white robed wizard, and so he kind of landed up learning magic, and turns out he's not cut out for the knighthood, but magic's a natural talent for him, so he's going to serve the knighthood the best way he knows how.
All right, and that's the 3 characters. And so far, we played kind of a mini session. We had character creation, and we got together and just did a quick. We just started the box set, the starter set from the 5e edition, and I'll kind of bring you guys up to speed for those of you who have forgotten. Try not to cover myself up with my own papers. Basically, the group started in the city of Kergoth. They came together. They're all hired by a dwarf named Gurton Rockseeker, basically hoping to make some easy money for a lot of different ways. Basically, I made them poor because I'm the GM and I can mess with them.
He does it well, too.
So the destination was to the rough and tumble town of Phandelver. It's a place until recently that was abandoned during the War of Anchor. We're playing about 20 to 30 years post the Anchor War. Gruden was clearly excited about the destination and chose the first individuals who expressed interest. He wasn't picky, so he took these guys.
That was a mistake.
The people you are standing, the people in the group basically knew very little about the details of the mission because they were excited just to get some easy cash. But they did know that the dwarf and his brothers had found something big, and they were being paid 10 steel or 10 gold pieces a day for work, or for a few days worth of work, not per day. Now I'm going to hose myself here. We've been working 82 days.
Where's my money?
So it was a quick trip out to this town, the destination. Basically, it was an old town that this group has never really heard of before. It must be a new town. So they head out through the gates. They travel along the roads, and they have a series of misadventures. Basically, the road's not so safe. A lot of goblins coming around. The knights really aren't patrolling the roads. A lot of activity. Horses get killed. Goblins ambush them. And we're picking up right now after a goblin ambush as they pulled off the road onto a road they hope is taking them to Phandelver. They've just killed the party of goblins who laid ambush in the middle of the road, pretending to be dead, but they weren't. And they've survived the encounter, but now they have to figure out what they're going to be doing next.
And Chuck, maybe we should, for those playing the home game, maybe we should talk a little bit about the tools we're using to play online, in case someone is interested in playing online and has never done it before.
Excellent point, Mr. Trampas. We are using the program Roll20. It's a free software program. It has the 5e character sheets already built into it. Makes dice rolling pretty easy, pretty slick. It's pretty easy as a GM to load your maps into it. And for the most part, I think it works really well. It allows us to have video chat, so we can see each other. So it's like we're around the table. Just we have 4 different backgrounds right now. Of course, Joseph's side of the room apparently is very dark.
Yep, we keep my house nice and dark, so I've got my lamp and my desk going right now.
So
like Raceland, sitting in your dark little corner.
And we got folks from all over the country playing right now. I mean, I'm based out of South Dakota. Tim,
I'm in Texas.
I'm
in Fort Worth, Texas.
We don't hold that against him.
Yeah, soon to be from Florida, as a matter of fact.
Yep. And I'm in the great state of, good lord, state of Oklahoma. Okay.
Wait, when you say something like that, I always say like Arkansas then.
What about Arkansas?
When you say like I'm from the Stoda.
The Stoda.
Yeah.
Or Kansas, or just throw a different state out there. Massachusetts.
I'm from those backwoods, y'all.
West Virginia.
There's a joke in there about Oklahoma somewhere.
Oklahoma? Next to Arkansas?
It's a Oklahoma is okay because they can't spell mediocre.
That's true.
Oh.
Sorry,
Oh,
Joe.
Good thing you're
sorry.
leaving Texas. Good thing you're leaving Texas.
Wow.
And Trampas, you're still in the lovely state of Missouri.
Yep. In a suburb of Kansas City. Home of the best barbecue in the world. Thank you. Don't let
Those are
anyone
usually.
from Texas tell you otherwise.
I'm going to side with Trampas on this. KC dry rubs are the best.
They are good.
So, other games of Roll20 I played on before. I play in Tim's game, and we've got guys from. Originally, we had guys from all over the world playing.
Yep.
And then I scared them off because I did the dance.
Yeah,
So,
don't do that here.
I won't. So
I don't know what this is, but it frightens me.
You don't want to see it, Trampas. Trust me.
Yeah, this program can actually get pretty global. I play with another group usually on the weekends, and that group consists of myself, our DMs in Michigan, there's a player in New York, and then the other two guys in our group are actually roommates in Finland.
wow.
Yeah, I have only played on Roll20 twice before, so I'm a relative noob here. And I will say I've not only done this 5e game, but also a Pathfinder game with Carrion Crown. And, first of all, some of the people I've played with, if you've been on the forums, especially if you're longtime people, Dark Wolf, Raven Mantle, Kinder Mage, Heron, a few other people too. So, good group. I will say that the time I played with Pathfinder, it seemed like creating a character sheet was time consuming.
Well, that's any time you play Pathfinder, I think.
But also with Roll20, you don't have to play with voice chat or video chat. You can play with just voice, or you can play. Joseph, you play a text game. Was that you?
Yeah, that's my weekend game with all those guys I mentioned before. They not all of them care to do video and voice chat, so we actually play text based, and that can actually be pretty fun because if it's your style, our DM's more of a sandbox game storyteller type, so he actually exports the chat logs from the game, and he keeps a blog called he's gonna kill me, I forget the name of his blog at the moment, I have it bookmarked, but he basically,
That's a heck of a name. He's gonna kill me.
yeah he basically exports the text chat, and he'll write it into a Dragonlance story that he releases, I guess, chapter segment by chapter segment through his blog.
Awesome. Well, are we ready to go here now, or?
Certainly.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So, you guys have just mopped up the 4 goblins that attacked you. Basically, they're lying on the ground dead. Everybody see the map?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So everything is where you see it. I'm not sure where everybody's characters are right this second.
I'm not certain which one is mine.
I think, Trampas, you're in the top right corner. I'm at the cart.
So I say, I don't know who's the black character.
If you're referring to
that was
this
John's.
one,
Is that you?
the one that was just pinged is
all
me.
of a sudden, you guys, the Civac that was with you guys after the battle, he just kind of ups and just takes off.
Wait. All right, never mind. All right. Well, I'm gonna walk over to the dead horses and see if there's anything left. If I can discern, whose horses that they belong to, or if anything is left within, like saddlebags or whatnot.
Why don't you give me a perception check?
Okay. I guess I should just have this character sheet up.
That would help. It's yours.
Yeah.
And those that are watching the video, you're going to see this from my point of view at the moment. So any character sheet you see pop up, that'll just be little old me.
I don't have a character sheet.
You're a character all, just by yourself.
It's true.
Perception. Boom.
You take a look at the horses, and they kind of look familiar. You know for sure they are a horse. But you do think that they probably were the one that Gunder was riding when you last saw him. They've been stripped of their saddles. They've been stripped of everything. But you think, I mean, it's a 50-50 chance in your mind.
Gotcha.
They're wearing fig leaves.
All right. Well then, so I tell Trapian, I believe these might be Was it Gunderson?
The first name is Gundren.
Gundren. All right. I believe these are Gundren. These horses belong to Gundren.
Okay, so it's been a little while since we last played. Who's Gundren again?
He's the guy that hired
the dwarf
you.
that hired us.
Oh yeah, him. Got it.
He's the guy that's got your money.
Well, yeah, him.
He's got my steel. We need to get his supplies there.
I check some of these goblins, what they have on them, if they've got clues as to Gundren's whereabouts.
All right. You guys all checking pockets, or are you just letting Tim do it by himself?
Nope. I am going to check this fellow here I dropped last time, so I'm going to check this guy.
Okay. Trampas, what are you doing right now? I've got my head turned.
I'm not quite certain what there is to do. I mean,
so the goblins have not been searched. The area around you has not been looked at. Basically, we ended last time with the ambush and the fight, and that's it.
I think I'm gonna just keep surveillance right now, make certain that we don't get hit again, and maybe kind of take scope of what it's going to take to get our horse and wagon around.
Okay.
We might be able to go to the right of those horses. There's itty bitty horses, but there's some rocks there, so I'm not certain.
They're dwarven war horses.
They can go through anything.
That's right.
Didn't they, from this area over here, the goblins, weren't they hiding there, or were they on both sides of the road?
Ping it again. I was looking at the sheet. Yep, they came from that area.
Okay.
This is a vegetated area.
Yep, there's some woods and some vegetation, some plants. So, Joseph, the one that you search, you find a broken short bow, a scimitar, and 3 gold pieces.
All right. I will take the scimitar, but I have no interest in the bow, and I'll take the gold, obviously.
Gold's worthless.
Steel, 3 steel pieces.
I'll still take it.
That's another story.
All right, and Tim, which one were you looking at?
Right there.
All right, that was the guy that was lying in the ambush. He has a short bow, scimitar, and that's about it. And a cloak that he's covering himself with. It's a nice looking cloak.
Okay, well, I'll grab the cloak then, if it is in good condition.
Yeah, it looks about the size of a dwarf.
Oh, really? Okay.
Our employer is met with any harm.
Are there any symbols on it?
None that you can see. I mean, it's just a plain cloak, plain the traveler's cloak.
Okay.
Did his mother write his name on it?
Apparently not. All right. Anybody, anything else you want to do before?
I want to take a look in this wooded area and make sure, kind of up, maybe around here, or if I can ping this other area here to check to make sure there's no more goblins lying in wait that decided not to join the battle after they saw us take care of their compatriots pretty quickly.
I don't know if it was that quickly. I mean, it was like 8 rounds. He did have a civic. I'm talking to myself, stalling right now and flipping pages again.
Please hold for the GM.
Yeah, but 8 rounds is like 48 seconds, so that's pretty quick.
Yeah, the last guys did. Never mind.
I never.
So you look around. Let's make a. Let's do another perception roll in that area.
Okay, let me find it on my sheet here, and it's right here. Come on, give me something good. Yuck.
Oh,
You
no.
walk in, you trip, you fall, and you turn yourself back around. You do the hokey pokey and come right back out, and you say, "I don't see a thing." It was scary, apparently.
By Sargonus's horns and hooves, watch where you go in there.
Anybody else want to investigate, or?
Yeah. I'll check around the perimeter and see if I can see which direction, because there's not a lot. I mean, you would expect the dwarfs' things to be on these guys if they were the only ones.
All right, why don't you make a quick perception roll up here?
All right. Oops, wrong thing.
You see kind of a hidden game trail, a path that looks very old, actually. Been overgrown recently. It looks like it hasn't been used for quite some time until very recently.
Okay.
And it's heading to the top of the map.
Okay. I found a trail heading north. Might be where they came from. Can we tell how long it's been since these horses died?
You think it from the smell, a day or two.
There's 2 horses. Somebody Gundren was traveling with. Did we already know he was traveling with somebody?
You know he has partners.
Okay. All right. Drapian, what say you?
I'm worried that the longer we stay here, the greater chance we're going to have of getting in an ambush. Another one.
Well,
Why don't you investigate along that path a little bit that you found?
Oh, you're talking to me.
Yes.
Because I'm the one that I'm the one that found it.
I sense a great disturbance.
You see in the some of the overgrowth, you find a handkerchief. Has the initials embroidered on it, GR.
Well, there we go.
We go where?
Well, this is Gundren's handkerchief. It has his initials on it. And the path leads north. We can continue on to Phandelver if you think that's prudent, but it seems to me that Gundren's been taken. If he might still be alive, it looks like it might be a couple of days, so maybe not.
Well, if he's still alive, we better find him. I want my steel.
Yes, we need to. What will we do with the horse and wagon?
The Civac has reappeared that you were traveling with down the road and kind of grunts at you that he'll stay.
Aww.
See, it does serve a purpose. All right, good.
Wow, animals like Chuck.
Yeah, every once in a while somebody does.
That's all right. I got a cat on my lap. So.
All right, what are you guys doing?
If we think that Gundren's up past this trail, I want to go find him. I don't feel like traveling this far for nothing.
Yeah. Plus, it's the knightly and heroic thing to do, so you know.
Okay, so I guess we're all in agreement. We head north, follow the game trail.
Okay, just a second here. Gotta do some. All right, so you guys start heading north. The game trail's somewhat fairly easy to follow. There's a few times you guys get lost in a couple twists and turns. It's about a 20-minute walking. You guys come up to what looks to be a shrine, a very old shrine.
Can we tell
Yeah.
a shrine to whom?
Well, why don't you guys make a roll on that? Let's make.
Religion.
What's that?
Are you sugar?
I don't use sugar right now, but why don't you make it a? Why don't you investigate it? Investigation roll.
Or would religion be more appropriate here?
Either one.
Roll a 16 on religion.
Joseph, you're having one of those nights.
Ooh.
I'd rather have him now on skill checks than later in battle.
I know my religion.
As you come up to it, you know, both Jerkit and Trapian both see the same thing at the same time. You see what looks to be a very out of style Solamnic shield hanging from it. Battered, beaten, and looks to be smeared with some substance you don't recognize. Looks like recently people have been drawing in blood on it. Anybody here speak Goblin?
Let's see. No, I do not.
Languages? We don't need no stinking languages.
Languages will be in your background tab on these sheets.
Tim, no Goblin?
I'm trying to find it. Let's see.
On background, it'll be right below you, like your age, height, weight. There's one that says known languages. You should, if you.
Oh. Nope. Common, Elven, Solamnic. That's what I know.
Let's see, background. Oh, there we go. Yep. I do not speak Goblin.
Okay, you see on the shield it looks like there's some sort of symbols. You're not really sure what these symbols represent or even where they're from really, but you see a giant creature standing on the bodies of look to be to you armored warriors, and he's holding and the giant figure is holding a spear triumphantly.
Hmm.
All right, so as far as the shrine goes, is this like a shrine to any particular deity, or is this more like a?
It's more of a shrine or something, more of a statue, or more of something that's commemorating an event.
Gotcha.
It's definitely it's definitely not a stone altar of any sort you've ever seen before.
Kind of like a historical marker.
It's similar, very similar. It looks like it's something that happened here. Must have been somebody was very proud of it. And
So it's a giant figure with a spear?
Well, no, that's on the shield. Hold on, I gotta move a cat.
Right. I mean, they painted it in blood. Is that right?
It looks to be in blood. I mean, it looks to be in some sort of substance like that. It looks like someone recently touched it up.
Would this be a reference to Ankar?
Okay, so let's see, what sort of skill? Like, I need some sort of lore. Can I use history to try to figure out
Sure
who
can.
this statue of? Aha! I know some history.
Come on, Trampas.
Trampas, you recognize this as a shrine or a cairn, really celebrating the victory of Ankar's armies in the war. You've seen a couple of these before around Cairgorth. They're not very happy places. Usually, if anything, if they're discovered, they've been destroyed. But there is one that still is in the library of Cairgorth that you've seen before in your studies.
Okay, so like these are just commemorating battles that were lost, or
battles that the Ankar's army won.
Okay.
You know the knights have tore these down recently.
So these are not built by Solamnics, then
they're built on the bones. If you remember your history correctly, they're built on the bones of the dead slain warriors.
So I'll relay all this to them because I'm not going to repeat all that, and I'll say this is no fitting in for a Solamnic knight.
No, this is something that's mocking them.
That's an actual Solamnic shield, like.
Yeah, it's an antique, but yeah, it's definitely a real shield, and it's hanging from what looks to be a stand, makeshift kind of stand. It looks fairly old too. It's wooden. It's leaning slightly.
Oh, I see it, and after hearing what it's meant to be, I'm obviously uncomfortable around it, but I don't seem too overly distraught over it, what it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty upset by this.
What
do you propose we do about it? You gonna knock it over? Is it something that we can knock over?
I think so.
Yeah, but if there's bones of Solamnics there, they deserve a proper burial. Not this.
Okay. I can agree with you on that.
So if we tear down the structure, then maybe we'll find the bones underneath and put them in our cart and save them for later. Give them a proper burial.
I like the sound of that.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
So that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We'll deconstruct the structure.
Okay, it's probably gonna take a couple of hours to get it taken down and hauled back to your cart. Are you digging up the ground too, or?
Oh, yeah.
Just in case they actually buried something or someone.
Okay, who's got a shovel?
Oh, we have one in the cart.
There we go. You use Gordon's stuff against him. I mean, against me.
That's right.
So you guys start tearing it down. It does take a couple of hours. You dig into the soil and you hear a sound of metal on metal almost immediately.
All right. We'll dig around it and try to see what it is.
All right, you pull up. The first piece is a piece of a shoulder plate. It's rusted. It looks in terrible shape. You find a helm with a skull still in it. And you keep digging and you find chunks of bone, weapons. You want to continue?
Yeah.
Continue until we're done.
Okay. You go for until it's, you started this in mid-morning after the battle. It's now mid-afternoon and you've dug an area. It looks like almost this to you appears to be a giant pit at one time that was filled full of bodies.
So there's not going to be any end to this, is what you're saying.
You guys are digging up a mass grave. I have no problem helping with those that were left above ground, but these ones are already buried. Leave them where they are.
Fair
Isn't
enough.
our Civac friend a cleric?
He is.
We could tell him what we found and have him come and consecrate it.
He says that he'll be working on that while you're doing it and interning some of the pieces that you found. Yeah, the shield is still on the back of the cart, though.
Actually, I want to take the shield and try to. Is there any way to polish it up or not?
Not right. Not with what you guys got here. I mean, you're gonna need to take this to a weaponsmith or an armorer just to get it done properly because it's been hanging in the elements for a couple decades.
Okay, so I think I want to make certain that we have some sort of temporary marker there. I'm not certain what that would look like.
The Civac said he'll build something. He'll to his god there to help mark it, so later you guys can come back or somebody can come back and finish the job.
Right. Yeah, that's my plan exactly. We'll take these bones that were above ground, but as far as the mass grave, that'd be too much for us to accomplish right now. But we can send the knighthood here to remove the remains and, well, make certain that they have a proper burial. Decide whether this counts as a proper burial or not.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
See, those lawful good types aren't that hard to get along with.
Joseph, that okay with you? Your
I'm
character
good.
going on.
Yep, I'm
Okay.
moving on with them.
Okay, can you continue following the path or?
Yes.
Okay, you guys continue on the path again for another. It seems to be getting close to about another half an hour or so. It's getting late in the afternoon now. This getting toward the forest is getting darker as you guys go into it. I mean, it's definitely as the sun's coming down a little bit, the shadows are growing, the vegetation's clinging closer to you, and it feels like you guys have lived in your city your whole life. This feels like you're trapped right this second. As you come stumbling out into an area, you finally see a clearing.
Hold on. I'm going to bring out my regular old staff, and I'm going to cast the cantrip on it.
Okay.
Light. And I just got to say it.
Say it.
Chirac.
Hey, I know that word. Oh,
And I've always wanted to say this. Nothing happened. You forgot to put the Energizer battery back in. All right, so you've got your lit staff. You are in a clearing, and I'm gonna move you guys to a new map here. If I'm smart enough to do it this time. All right, how do I bring you guys to it?
When you open
there's a little ribbon on the map itself
I
that
got
we're on.
I'll move the ribbon, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
There it goes. And you'll have to go back and copy and paste our little
I already
tokens.
did.
Oh well. Step ahead.
Does everybody see where you're at?
I see
It's getting there.
a lot of black and a few squares.
Scroll downward toward the bottom of the screen.
Oh goodness, there it is.
Oh, good lord. Still not used to this. Okay.
A little Roll20 tip: if you grab with your right mouse button, you can actually drag the map around.
Look at that.
That's a good tip. All right. So you come up, you see a stream has come up right now. And let me get the flavor text out here for you. So following the Goblin's Trail, you come across a large cave in the hillsides. It's about 5 miles from the scene of the ambush. A shallow stream is flowing out of the cave mouth, which is screened by some very dense thickets. A narrow, dry path leads into the cave on the right-hand side of the stream.
Okay. Is this the cave mouth up here?
Up where?
Well, there.
Yep, that's the entrance.
Okay.
Can we
All right.
hear any noises emanating from the cave mouth?
You want to listen?
Sure.
There's a thing over there.
Hey, there's something. Look out!
Look out, honey badger.
Honey Badger don't care. So I'm assuming listening will fall under perception in this one.
Yep. Go ahead and make that roll. Joseph,
Good
you're not quite
Lord.
sure if there's even a cave in front of you. You're ever since that bad
Wow.
twist in the woods. It's been a hard night.
You looked too long at Trampas's staff, and it blinded you.
Don't look directly into the light.
Joseph turns around and goes, "It's really quiet."
We're safe, guys.
So you don't hear anything.
Okay.
Yes.
Huh. I'm wearing a white shirt and I'm playing a white robe.
Ooh.
Just noticed that.
I'm a follower of Sargonis and I'm wearing black. Ah.
Tim, are you a red mage? Are you red?
Well, we're kind of on the fence with that right now.
Well, so you should
He
wear
hasn't
red.
made that.
Sargonis is
He hasn't
not
made that
black.
decision, but he's leaning that direction. So yeah, it's appropriate. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and I'll kind of try to be all stealthy and scout the area a little bit.
All right, why don't you make a stealth check?
Not that I'm particularly great at it, but
Like my character ever is?
you play a dwarf in armor, which you've actually made quite a few stealth rolls with that.
That's right. I did
Funny.
roll nat 20 the other day, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Just like me.
Speaking of nat 20,
Look at that.
Tim also, you're standing next to Jerkheart, and he just disappears. He's moving as one with the grass.
Dancing between
Gods,
the
where'd he
raindrops.
go?
What magic is this?
Joseph was talking to him. He's like, "What? I don't even see him anymore."
I'm
So where are you moving, Tim?
I'm gonna head off this direction.
Okay, move your guy over there.
Okay.
All right, so Fog of War is not working for me. All right, let me see if I can get this going. Uh-oh. Let me see if I can turn this off.
All right, we're
Oh, I
going
did.
again.
Okay. Well,
Oh, yeah.
you guys definitely see a flaming bolt go shooting off into the woods. Most likely.
Yep, because Joseph and Trampas, you guys see the light shooting through, but you're not quite sure what Tim's cat guy is doing. In fact, you weren't even sure he was over there.
All I know is he disappeared, and all of a sudden I saw a flare, and I'm groping around in the dark since I'm human and have no dark vision.
Well,
Well,
it's
Trampas
light.
has light.
It's light. You can see. You're in a clearing. Why don't you go ahead and make an initiative roll?
Do you want everybody to do that?
Yep.
Okay.
And of course I didn't select my token before I did that.
Let's see. It was there. Aha.
Oh.
What? Let's see.
Is your guy broken?
Let's see. There it goes.
All right. So initiative with me, Trampas, Joseph, Tim.
Let's see.
The goblin right in front of you, Tim, will he's holding a bow, which he's drops and draws his scimitar out. And he'll take a swing at you.
Okay.
And he and then in the course of pulling it out, he's fumbling with it and kind of almost lops off his own hair, his head. He misses you.
Well, good.
Trampas, while you're standing on the riverbank trying to figure out what's going on, you hear a twang.
I cast Detect Country Music.
You don't find it. That's how cool that was.
I see the sparkle in
Does
your eyes.
14 hit you?
What?
Does a 14 hit your armor class?
Let me check if I can. Class, yes. I am hit.
All right. Oh, come on. Work with me, dice.
DNA
All right.
rolling. I have
Trampas, you took 6 points of damage.
I am mostly dead.
Just ignore all those first rolls because I'm learning how to use dice. All right, it brings us to Trampas.
Chuck, if you type instead of /R, if you //GR, you can roll secretively.
Yeah, I'm still learning that.
In case. Just in case you wanted to know that.
All right. Let's see here. Nope, that's not it. Sorry, still getting used to knowing where to look for what. Do I have a thing on here that tells me how many spells I can cast a day?
It's in your spell book.
What's your question?
Oh, I think I see it. I think I see it where it says spell dashboard and spell slots. So I can cast 2 spells a day then, right?
Yes.
Until you rest.
Well, yeah, you can cast as many cantrips as you want.
Right, it's just I don't think I want to get up close and personal for a shocking grasp. So let's do the classic magic missile. And let's see here. Oh, that one I just hit damage.
Who are you shooting it at?
Let's see here. I am shooting it at that guy there.
Okay.
And let's see here. Bear with me. I thought there was a way to click it and make it roll.
Yeah,
Oh,
on the spell itself, there's a button that says cast spell.
yeah, I just found it. Yay! Cast spell.
Okay.
Please tell me that worked. Hey, that worked pretty well.
Let's say, and I don't think there's a save for magic missile.
Nope.
Well, it looks like it only rolled 1d4. Is that right?
Well, sure, it's only first level.
Right.
No. And 5th edition, first level spell does 3d4.
So me, I don't have my player's handbook on me.
I've got mine right here. I'm looking at it.
I'm seemingly have lost my.
It actually does.
Go ahead.
It's 3 missiles. Each one does 1d4 plus 1.
Yep, you create 3 glowing darts of magical force. Each dart hits a creature of your choice you can see within range. A dart will deal 1d4 plus 1. So you can create up to 3 darts that can go to any creatures you see.
So it's 1d4 plus 1 3 times?
Yep. So, or 3d4 plus 3 if you're putting them all in the same place.
Okay, here, tell you what, let me adjust this on my sheet here and I'll recast.
There you go.
That's better.
And he goes down. Joseph?
Well, since my inept hearing skills have been shown to be what they are, I decide I'm going to go over there and give Tim's character, whose name I can't say properly, Jeriket.
That's it.
Go across. Yeah, I had to go look it up. I'm going to cross the river and see what's going on here, because usually where there's one goblin, you'll find 2.
Okay, you cross that. So you do a move action. What's your other action?
I want to try another, I'm assuming it would be perception, to see if I can notice any movement or anything going on.
Yep, go ahead.
Alright, so perception.
I'll do the same. I'm on the lookout. But it's it's not my turn yet. Okay.
Joseph, you found Tim.
Hey, buddy, where'd you go?
Those are not your friend today.
No,
Tim?
I'm kidding.
Go ahead.
All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing and try to see if, because didn't Trapian get tagged with a arrow?
He did. He definitely did.
All right, so I'm gonna try and see if I can
left-hand side.
figure out the source of that. My computer is running really slow.
Is it walking then?
Yes, it is at half speed. Let's see. All right, so perception. 14.
You notice movement in the bushes over here.
All right. So that is within 60 feet. That's how far I can see with dark vision.
Yep. You definitely see You definitely see bushes moving around in there.
All right, so I'm going to cast another firebolt into the bushes.
Okay.
We'll just wait for my computer to catch up.
This firebolt was brought to you by the letter F. And that
23.
That's it. You hear a little ow. Then you hear a twang, and Trampian gets hit.
Did you just call me Trampian?
It did.
Champion.
Shame on you. I'm going to have to go to therapy now.
I do apologize.
I mean, I just got over high school last week.
Took 3 more points of damage.
Yeah, I'm. Let's see. Math. I'm at -2.
There you're down.
Okay. So let's see.
Boy, I sure do miss that Draconian
I'm
about now.
gonna yell at Ashland. They're over there.
I'm gonna get my player's handbook.
Good. Can you find mine too while you're at it?
Oh, mine is yours.
Dang it, that's where it went.
Alright, so I'm assuming this line you have right here, you said there was a cave. I'm assuming that's the cave mouth.
Yes.
So this is what, like a cave wall along here?
It's heavy woods. It's thickets.
Okay. So if I move to...
Can't move that far. Move the square next to it.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay. And do I see anything?
You see a green moving bush. Looks like it has a bow.
I will just take a swing at it. Planter Goblin, I don't care. My axe is ready for some action.
Okay.
And with that, we will use my great axe to attack.
And your great axe has now thumped into the wood on the ground. It is stuck.
Yay.
But you took down that tree with one blow.
Haha, Ashland Corsair, fighter of Sargonis and killer of trees.
All right. Trampas, death save.
Okay, let's see here. Where is death save? I'm not a fan of this character sheet, or I'm not used to it at least.
Death save's on your very first page.
It's probably right in front of me.
Bottom right section of the core stat. The big button that says death savings throw.
Okay. Should really put a skull and crossbones as a button.
Aha! Other death saving throws. Okay, there we go. Boink.
Hey, you're fine because you got one hit point now. You're just unconscious. You rolled the 20.
Nice.
All right.
20?
You rolled a natural 20.
Oh, sweet. I rolled a natural 20 on my death save. So
Nice.
So if
you roll a natural 20, you gain back one hit point, but you just die.
Whoa.
You can come back next round.
Okay, so for our viewers, listeners, whatever at home, how does the death saving throw mechanic work?
Basically, what happens is when you get into the negative, you'll roll a d20. You either have to make 3 saves or 3 failures. Since you rolled a 20, it's an automatic win against it. But basically, if you fail a death savings throw, which is anything under than a 10 on a roll 20, if you fail it 3 times, you're dead.
And if you roll a 1, it counts as 2 failures.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of this because it reminds me of how in second edition, and I guess I guess in first, there's that saving throw versus death. And, you know, anytime you heard that, I mean, that just drove fear into the hearts of players everywhere, you know. And Which isn't this kind of similar to the 4th edition mechanic?
I've never played 4th edition.
Yeah, it's similar. Yeah, it's one of the things about 4th edition people actually liked.
Yeah, there are elements of 4E that made it into this game, but I think they're kind of subtly put in there.
Yep. Tim,
All right.
what are you doing? Hanging out?
I am gonna cast dancing lights, and I'm gonna center them right in this area here, around that bush with the bow, and I'm just gonna have them spinning around that place. Hopefully, it'll light it up, and
Is that a cantrip?
yeah, it creates. Let's see.
I got it now. Create 4 torch-sized lights within range, making them appear as torches, lanterns, orbs.
Yeah, they're just orbs, and they're gonna be flitting around that bush, hopefully trying to disorient the whatever's inside that, and lighting up the area.
Okay. You do that. Definitely, you can see very, very clearly, Joseph, that you're facing what looks like to be a giant bush now pulling out a scimitar. It's something you've never seen one of these things before in your life, and it's the scimitar's coming at you.
Okay.
And it's still in midair swinging.
We're doing bullet time.
It's really getting close. And it hits. Natural 20.
Oh.
And the problem with this starter says you always got to flip back and forth with the book. And I got to put the codes in so I look cool. Did 13 points of damage.
Ow!
And I am down. I am at -6 now.
Well, you in 5th edition, you really don't go negative. You just drop to 0.
Yeah. So.
Unless that negatives only matter if you do double
hit
your
points.
your max hit points,
Yep.
or if you go negative the same as your max hit points, and then it's automatic death at that point. Okay, so it's just me against a bush. All right, good.
Trampas is coming back. He did roll the nat 20. And then it's Trampas' turn.
All
So
right.
Trampas, you wake up, you open your eyes, you're on your back, you have a couple of arrows sticking out of you, and it hurts.
Yeah, slightly. I'm going to do the Solamnic thing. And see, this is weird, trying to play Solamnic Wizard. Because when I think of a Knight of Solamnia, I think, okay, they're going to charge into battle with their sword drawn. But that's not exactly how you play a wizard.
Yeah.
However, what I am going to do is go up to here, and we'll pretend like I'm facing the right direction.
Okay, you're using Ashlyn as cover.
And can I see whatever the thing is? The tree?
Oh yeah, there's some lights in there that all of a sudden appeared. This is dancing bush thing. It looks like, and not really. The lights are dancing. The bush thing has a scimitar that's bloodied.
Oh wow, a bush. So, you know what a bush would probably be terrified of? Fire.
Fire, fire, fire.
Let's see here, and I'm gonna cast Burning Hands, and let me actually look up that spell.
All right, I got it.
One of the things I love about 5th edition is the fact that not only did they put the description of how you hold your hands for Burning Hands, back into the spell description, there's a great illustration of it too. So let's see here. As you hold your hands with thumbs touching your fingers spread. Okay, so
I would recommend Trampas move to the other square so you don't put Ashlyn into your 15-foot cone.
Well, Ashlyn's on the ground, right?
so like up here? Or is that
No, I'd go back down here.
It's 3d6, 15-foot cone.
All right. So let's double check that I got my damage in correctly. That's a cone. Let's see. 3d6. Okay. Here goes. Cast spell. I apparently didn't do that correctly at all. What am I?
You have to click on the little checkbox that says damage to display the damage.
Okay, so there's damage. Checkbox for damage. Okay, got it.
And as one thing I'm doing for the
There you
video
go.
feed is, as you guys are doing those, I'm bringing my sheet up and kind of showing how to do that.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I feel like it's going better this time.
And the bush goes down. It's just smoking, and you hear a that's silent.
Can you do that again, please?
Now it's silent.
How do you spell that?
Well, it starts with oh, never mind. So you got a dead goblin over here, and you have this bush-like thing over here.
All right, I'm going to search the goblin over here.
Okay, you find, once again, oddly enough, you find another short bow and a scimitar,
Oh my!
and 3 gold.
Woohoo!
3 steel. 3 steel.
See, it is hard to remember that. It's not just me.
All right, what do you got? What, is anybody, so Ashlyn, are you stabilized?
Let's see. I haven't even done a savings throw for it yet.
Anybody have medicine? Want to help out there?
Yeah, the cleric.
He's an hour away now.
Left with the cart.
Well, I have 1 success.
All right, anybody want to try medicine?
Yeah. Well, I don't have a kit.
Yeah, try your best. You can strip some cloth, cloth, and patch it up as best as you can.
All right.
Rub some
So
dirt
let's
on it.
see.
I was gonna say.
Get up, you wuss.
We'll go with that. We'll say we'll give you advantage on that. You're using your good shirt. All right, so Joseph, you come through. You got 1 hit point.
Yay!
You smell burning plant and flesh. You think as you open your eyes.
Did y'all start a barbecue without me?
Well, got a little bit of kindling and
Better kindling than kinder.
I pulled the arrows out of me.
All right. Anything else? Anything you want to do out here?
I recommend
Resting.
just for you guys. I think would be a good idea because I didn't get hit again. But I think a short rest is in order. Trampas, and you can get your one of your spells back.
Okay.
and roll some hit dice.
So before we short rest, when I get up, I'm going to use my second wind to at least help out first. That way I can recharge it with the rest.
Okay, so
So let's see. To do my second wind, it's D10 plus my fighter level. So roll.
second wind's a fighter thing, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Glad to see the fighter having some identity this edition.
Oh yeah,
So
and versatility.
I will gain 7. And the beauty with the short rest is you can expend a hit die after it up to half your level, but since we're level 1, you only have the 1.
Okay.
So
Sorry, I'm looking at the rules on resting, so I put this down.
Ouch.
it's not too bad. Between the second wind and that, I'm 1 point from max, so I'm good now. And I'll have my second wind for later if I need it.
All right, so basically, since
See if I have anything that can help.
all right, so basically, we can spend 1 hit die to heal, right? And that's a nice use of the hit die. So in my case, it'd be rolling a d6. Is that correct?
Yeah, on
Yep, your plus your Constitution bonus.
your front tab on your core stats, there's actually a hit die macro you can use that'll roll it all for you.
Okay, let's see here. Come on, where are you? Okay, hit die.
Right hand column about halfway down, you'll see it says hit die, and then it says like sorcerer wizard. In the current, you'll put how many hit die you have available.
Oh, okay, in current. So 1, and then I'll hit use.
3.
3, which brings me up to a whopping 4 hit points. Boy, we're going back to first edition.
I was gonna say, it's like first edition now. You'll be fine.
First edition, that's max.
That's right.
You'd be lucky he started with 2. Some guys started with 1.
I know.
You
Before they started doing the maximum hit point thing, you know.
I was gonna say, you get sneezed on, you were dead.
Just don't go toe to toe with anything anymore.
So there is one goblin left you guys haven't looked at. He's the burning bush. Well, he's
right.
not so burning anymore.
Take a look at that guy.
He's holding a ruined short bow. He's has a scimitar, and he has a bag.
A bag.
Bag. On the outside of the bag, there you see the initials GR.
Okay. Take a look at that.
Inside the bag, you see a red vial of liquid, and you see a healer's kit.
Yeah.
Well,
how
that would have
convenient.
come in handy. Should have checked him before our short rest.
Any of us recognize the vial of liquid or have a skill to figure out what it is?
Can we use Arcana for that, or?
Sure.
Okay.
I would say that's a good use of it.
All right.
Here, I'll roll 2.
Yes, do. Crit.
Tim holds it up and goes, "This is a healing potion."
Oh, hey.
This is.
I'll go ahead and take this. I'm just kidding.
Actually, Tim goes, "This is nothing, guys. This is just red liquid."
No, here,
This
Trapian, I
was-
think this will help you.
This was made around the War of the Lance by a guy named George.
Circa 348 AC.
So
Okay.
you gave it to Trapian.
Yeah, I think you should go ahead and use this now
Okay.
if you're still hurting.
Yeah, I'm still hurting. How much does a healing potion do?
Oh, this one is a 1d10 version.
Ooh, sweet.
I'm only down 3. Granted, that's about half my hit points. Does anyone need it more than me?
After our rest, I'm feeling much better.
Well, at 1d10, do you want to... Maybe we could use the healing... What does the healing kit have? How many uses? Is it just one?
This one's got 3.
Okay.
It's a big kit. It's a miner's healing kit.
Huh. Maybe we should try that. And save the potion.
Yeah, I got a feeling we're going to need that later. So,
Alright, so who has the highest wisdom bonus?
I really doubt it's me.
I get a +2 to a medicine roll. That's the best I can offer.
Same.
Alright, here we go. Hey, look at that! I'm on fire.
No wonder I'm getting all the ones. You're stealing all the 20s.
That's it.
Okay, but as you go to use it, you realize the healer's kit is used to help stabilize someone who's got 0 hit points.
Oh, I can't use it to heal them up
No,
after the fact. Okay.
no. He's all
Well-
patched up.
Never mind, Trampas. If you want to use it, the potion, you should do that.
Yeah, sure, why not? Gulp.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug.
And then, let's see here. How do I...
Click on the dice, or you can do /R 1d10. Got 1 hit point back. apparently it was from the War of the Lands.
Yeah, it was old.
Oh, there's
Had,
a crack in the beaker. No wonder.
Apparently the dwarf's been carrying it around since War of Souls at least.
He left it out in the sun.
Oh, God, that's
The goblet was taking nips off from it. This
That's not
stuff
healing
isn't
potion.
working.
Wait a minute, I
Using
got
his
a
finger to
cold.
stir it up a little.
That's better.
All right, so you guys have recovered a little bit. You can kind of see as far as you can see in there right now. Tim's character can see it probably a little further once he
All right.
gets over there.
Do you guys? I'm a little stealthier. I kind of designed him to be a little stealthier. So, if you want me to take point, I can try to do the hide action and.
I've seen your
Maybe
mettle
we'll-
in battle. I'm comfortable with you doing that.
All right, are you doing a stealth move in?
Yep.
Oh, you are. You are Mr. Stealth.
Here, let me shine a light for you.
Well, I have my dancing lights. Well, probably not anymore.
So this is kind of what you can see from going into where you're at right now.
Okay. So, does this represent like over here? Does that represent like a door or something, or is it just
Oh, sorry, I
the
missed
shape
it.
of the cavern?
Go ahead and show me again.
Is this the like representing a door, or is it the shape of the cavern? The shape of the cavern wall.
That's the shape that you can see right now
Okay.
from your viewpoint. You got a little bit more you can see.
I'll move.
You have to stop on the steps before you go in.
Okay.
If that's the way you're going.
I guess I'll. Whoa. Yeah, it just opened up.
So go back to the steps. So I have to read
Oh, okay.
the flavor text.
Well, sure.
Just inside the cave mouth, a few uneven stone steps lead up to a small, dark chamber. It's wet. It's dank. On the east side of the passage, the cave narrows to a steep fissure at the far end. Was it still this room? I was trying to make. Yeah, at the far end, and is filled with the stench of animals. Savage snarls and the sound of rattling chains greet your ears where two wolves are chained up just inside the opening. Each wolf's chains leads to an iron rod driven into the base of the stalagmite.
Stalagmatite?
Hey, I make up words sometimes.
It's a new kind of rock.
It's a stalagmite plus a stalactite. They meet in the middle.
It's a pillar. Ah.
Meet in the middle beneath that old Georgia pine. Sorry. Back to the country callback.
I don't know what's going on with that big one.
He's big.
He's really big.
He's a dire wolf.
Ah! I can't even click on him. Just ignore him.
Yes.
One wolf died just from the animal's scent.
There are two wolves in here, though.
Okay. They're on chains.
Yep, and they can reach the steps. They can't get down the steps.
All right. Did they see me?
Well, they've seen you. They're snarling at you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, puppies.
Are they coming after me? Are they pulling on their chain?
They're on the edge of the very bottom of their chain right now. Just a second here. Let me use the fancy alt button. They're both like that.
Okay.
If they could go further, they come after you. They're snarling.
All right. I'm gonna cast. Let's do it this way. There we go. Boom. Cast sleep. I affect 16 hit points of creatures.
That's what you think. These things have 160 hit points apiece.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you see that first one? That first
5d8, and I rolled a 16.
The one. Just let me get back to my map here. This one right here drops asleep.
Okay.
This one's still snarling at you. He looks a little sleepy, but he's shaking it off. He's listening to Taylor Swift.
And the wolves are going to sleep.
So,
Well, I hate killing an animal just because he's been.
Let's.
well, it does get very narrow back here. You do notice that.
Okay.
You're not even sure if it's wide enough for you to get through.
What if we just whap it on the nose?
With my staff, just go. Punk.
Let me.
No, sit.
Let me see if I can handle him. So I'm gonna move in with. Turn and face the animal, and I will see if I can't get it to calm down myself. We'll do some animal handling. That's probably gonna work against me.
You're definitely provoking it slightly. It's no more. Like I'm gonna say, it's no more angry than when you started.
Stop poking it with your spear.
Bad
That
puppy.
doesn't help.
Stop holding bacon out of reach.
Oh.
Even I'm not that cruel.
Okay, well. Do you want to maybe pass this room by and come back to it?
Don't we have to go through here or not?
Or, no, we can still. It looks like we can go up here.
I'm gonna follow whichever way you decide to go, because if I go anywhere other than your lights, I'm assuming since we're in the cave mouth now, it's gotten pretty dark.
It's pretty dark in here.
Yeah, if I move away from your lights, I'm done until I light a torch.
All right.
So you can see everything that you see in light up there. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Can we
Okay.
scoot by these guys, or
Yeah. Is there enough space? I mean, would the chain be able to go all the way to the sidewalls?
This is as far as they can come out of that room.
Okay.
They can cover the whole entrance.
So if their chains go to the back wall, that means they're pretty much covering this.
No, they're chained to right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Basically, the looks like the length of chain they can circle this rock. So kind of that area that they'll be stuck in.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Since me trying to be nice with the little puppies didn't work, I'm gonna suggest that we just leave them alone.
Okay. For now. They might become a problem later.
I hope not.
But I'm not gonna just kill a bound animal, I don't think. Alright, so I'll try to hide again and move forward.
Okay. From right there.
Rock on.
Oh,
The stealth roll.
You're still stealthy.
And let's see. Move up this direction.
Okay, hold on here. You're gonna take a look down this way at all as you go past it, or?
Oh yeah, sure.
this has been a Game Master hint.
Well, I just usually most people would look. It's like a car accident. Where are you at now? There you are. I draw everything you can see here.
Okay.
Are you going up that way now?
Yep.
Okay. The passage from the cave mouth climbs steeply upward. The stream plunging and splashing down its west side, and the shadows of side passage, which you're into right now, leads west across the other side of the stream. Also, as you're heading up this way, in the shadows of the ceiling to the north, you can make out the dim shape of a rickety bridge up here. Give me the pointer. There's your bridge that's rickety. And rope crossing passage. Another passage intersects the one above. It's about 20 feet up here, this bridge.
Okay, so there's a bridge 20 feet high.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then over here, did you say it is a steep incline?
It's a very steep incline. Each one of those goes up about 10 feet. It looks like you're standing in the bottom of some garbage.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, I'll just wait for them to catch up.
I think that was our clue. Ah.
Get off my feet.
Sorry.
You guys come up. You guys see Tim's character standing on a mound of garbage. Some of it looks really old. Some of it looks fresh.
Gully dwarves.
So, just to get a clearer picture, the stream goes this way?
The stream is heading towards the mouth of the cave. So the blue is the stream.
What?
There's no blue. I
There's
meant
no
to
blue
ask
on our
you,
screens.
do you have a map on there?
There is.
You might have it on the GM overlay lap, which means we can't see it. I was wondering why we had a white grid.
So I was wondering why I keep saying things. You're like, I don't know.
Oh, that makes more sense. There's supposed to be more.
So how do I get?
It's just lazy GM.
So if you switch it to the GM overlay layer,
Okay,
you
got that.
right click on your map, wherever you have your map. If you right click it and go to layers, and then choose map layer, that'll move it up to where we can see it. Ta-da!
Ah,
Whoa.
that makes all the difference in the world.
Well, hey, thanks for your help there, Joseph.
My
I
pleasure.
was like, what's so hard about this, guys?
Oh,
A clearer picture of what?
When you see the
Gosh.
playback, it'll make sense.
Well, yes. If it was all white, if it was just grids before, yeah.
Oh, now I see where the wall is on the outside. Okay. That whole battle was done on a white screen for me.
Same
Wow.
here.
That's what I was like.
Theater of the mind.
Oh, you guys did excellent. Sorry about that. Sorry.
All right. So,
Learning curve. It's all good.
what do you
All
guys
right.
think? Which direction you want to go?
So you're seeing a pile of garbage.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm moved back a little.
Oh, this is worse than Chemosh's breath.
I wouldn't know.
You might see a glint of something in that pile.
Oh,
A glint, eh?
I will take a look.
Make a search. Let's see. Is it search or perception?
Perception, I would think. Yeah.
Yeah, there's not. Yeah, perception.
Modified 20.
You scoop your hand in and you pull up. Looks to be once again another antique Solamnic helmet.
Huh.
And it's been there a long time. It's the glint was kind of where you had kind of stepped and scuffed it slightly.
How big is it?
It's human sized.
So if I wanted to wear it,
It probably fit on your head. Probably needs a little work. It's the hinges might be rusted.
I'd give it a shot if you guys don't mind. See if it fits after I give it at least a thorough rinse in the stream here.
I was going to say, it's a little stinky.
A good soldier never turns down armor when she can find it.
As long as we give it back to the knighthood once this is done.
Sure.
The jerk part of playing lawful good.
I'm lawful, just not good.
All right, which way do you want to go? You want to keep following the stream or see where this tunnel heads? It looks like they're trash deposit.
I was gonna say if there's trash down here and this is a garbage chute, what's on the other end? Is this like a flat tunnel? Does it run downhill, uphill?
He said it was a sharp incline.
Oh, okay, I missed that part. I apologize.
Or sharp.
This
Yeah,
over
it
here
goes up.
is you're taking 10-foot cliffs basically up. Over here it's an incline, but you're walking.
I guess this way we'll be climbing through garbage.
No.
Okay.
Doesn't look good for my white robes.
All right.
Oh, you're gonna get dirty sometime.
So I'll just move on up here and see what I can see.
Okay, let me move it over here.
Just let me know when you want me to make more stealth rolls.
I will do so. I gotta.
By the way, I played a little bit of this module before, and I think we're getting close to the part I played.
Pre-character knowledge? That can't be allowed.
We don't have that.
Don't worry, I've forgotten it. Except for the parts I remember.
All right, so you get up in this area, you see it kind of curves around here.
Okay.
You see some drawings on the wall on the the side over here. I don't have my clicker on. Over here, you see some drawings on the wall. They look similar to what you saw out on that shrine. Once again, a giant figure standing glorious over some fallen bodies. On the ground below it, you see what looks to be some offerings or some old. You're guessing it's food. Looks like some sort of meat product and some flowers.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go up here and just use the cave wall as cover, but kind of peek around that corner there.
Okay, let me just get to it. Let me see. Peek in here.
Just so everybody knows at home, I took the urchin. He's a wizard, but he took the urchin background, so he kind of grew up on the streets of Karagoth, which is why he can move stealthily around. Which is another great thing about 5th edition, that you can do these things without actually having to multi-class.
All right. You see the cavern. You see 2 pools of water in it. You're guessing there's a narrow waterfall. In fact, you probably saw it going up, which drains out of the western end of the chamber here. Get the pointing tool back out. So you see that it's draining out right there. There's some low fieldstone walls serving as dams holding the water in. A wide exit stands to the south, down here, while 2 smaller passages lead to the west.
Okay. Do I see any activity in here at all?
The sound of the waterfall is making it very difficult to hear, and you see nothing else really in this area right now.
Okay. All right. Once again, I'll wait for them to catch up before moving forward. So even though I'm sneaky, I am still just a wizard.
Ditto.
Oh, hi.
As I'm
What you
trailing
doing,
behind
buddy?
you guys, you can hear my. I assume you can hear my scale mail going.
All right. Let's see if I can. Oh, not quite there. I'm just gonna kind of hug the wall a little bit and try to get a better view.
Okay, you're hugging the wall. You don't see anything in the room.
Watch out.
I see a dagger. No.
It's a wall trap. Ah!
Oh.
When walls attack.
Hey, I can use that rock as cover. Okay. So I'm still sneaking.
Okay.
I'll sneak into the room.
And we're sneaking. And we're sneaking.
Just keep sneaking, just keep sneaking, just keep sneaking, sneaking.
Coming soon from Disney. Toy Dory.
Oh Lord.
All right, you don't see anything. The waterfall is really hard. You can't hear anything.
All right. So, well, what's right here?
It's a wall.
Oh, okay.
No, hold on here. I'm getting there.
I attacked the wall.
All right, so you see.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Kind of curves is what you see.
All right. We'll move down a little.
All right,
Take
and
a gander down that hallway there. Oh no!
you see some piled up. There's only one goblin there. I don't know what's going on, but he's been waiting for you for a while.
Really?
Yeah, he misses you.
Oh.
Aha.
Do I catch him
That's
off
his
guard?
action. No, hold on. That's his action. He misses us.
He had a free attack.
Who does? You do?
No, the goblin did.
Yeah.
It's a good lifesaver.
There we go. Okay, so initiative.
All right. Once again, I'm in front and I go last.
Trampas first. Joseph, me, Tim.
Oh boy, what spells do I have? All right.
You're gonna bounce the magic missile off from Tim.
I'm going to use that Salamnic shield and kind of like they did in Avengers.
All right. So, what? You know, I don't know if that's a direct line of sight. Okay, I will cast Magic Missile
Okay.
because Magic Missile. Level 1. So cast spell Bazinga. Whatever.
And he's down.
Woohoo!
Never send a fighter to do a wizard's job.
He slams in the wall as the missile hits him, crumbles to the ground with a sheer look of astonishment on his face.
All right. Let's go.
So you are going down this hallway here?
Yeah, I'll enter into the hallway and see what I can see there. Oh, I see what it does. Okay.
You're seeing across the bridge now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
Okay, so
wondering-
do you guys want to check out down here before we go across that bridge? Or I'll leave it up to you guys what you want to do.
There's the garbage chute over there, so I would think something's got to be over there.
Probably something alive.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to come down to this corner all stealthy-like and peek around the corner.
Why don't you make a stealth check before you get there?
Okay. Oops.
That's the thing I was telling you about.
Yeah, you're not too bad. Not as good as before.
All right. I'm just going to peek. Use the wall for, just to look around.
Hold on here. We got some big things to talk about.
Oh, that's all. All right. There's nothing in there. Let's go the other way.
Oh, yeah, that's all. That's all she wrote for you.
It's only the big bad end guy. Wouldn't it be nice if we had a magic missile to fight that?
I got a couple. Well, one.
Sacks and crates of looted provisions are piled up in the south end of the cave wall here. To the west, the floor slopes down. A larger opening, you guessing it must be somewhere. You're staying in the larger opening. The roar of the falling water behind you once again makes it hard to see inside, or hear inside, not to see. But you do see 4 goblins sitting inside playing cards. They don't notice you because it's loud.
Oh, good. So I'm going to back away very slowly.
I'm just dropping them in here.
Are they Teenage Mutant Ninja Goblins?
Pretty much. They're all Leonardos. And I dropped one on top of each other. There we go. So they have no idea you were there. No idea their buddy down the hall is dead.
Okay. So I let Trapian and Ashlyn know that there are 4 goblins in there, and probably the stuff from that Gundren had. So if you want, I could drop another sleep spell in that room. And then I'd be out of first level spells.
Do we want to fight them to begin with?
Well,
I'm always up for a good fight, personally. This old soldier loves to fight.
I think we can take him.
If our employer is still alive, then would it not behoove us to seek him first? Words.
All right, could I see the whole room or just what's unshaded here?
Just what was unshaded. I assumed you just crept up and poked your head in.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. All right. So I couldn't see the whole room. He might be in there. They're just in there playing cards. So.
And they're. I mean, the way they are facing is how they're kind of facing. So that there's a couple facing the door, but they are occupied.
Poor Snuggles.
We could rush in, get the jump on him if you want.
Yeah, I could charge him. They're well within my area to charge. It's your call. You want me to start lopping heads? I'll go in there and start lopping heads.
Let me cast my spell first. Might take a few down before even the odds a little bit. Drapian?
Aye.
You on board?
I am. I'm just not certain what I can do right now. Because I'm down to cantrips, and we're talking like Mage Hand, Light, and Shock and Grasp.
Well, you could always create a distraction.
Depending on how long we rested, you should have regained at least one spell, shouldn't you?
Yeah, I already used it. Taking out the goblin.
Okay, that's right.
You can still see Tim. They're kind of arguing right now, so it looks like there's some heated words being exchanged as their game of whatever they're playing.
So I tersely whisper, "If we're going in, we need to do it now before they realize we're here."
All right. Drapian, can you create a distraction?
Yeah, let's see here. Can I see anything that can be...
Are you going to walk all the way over there?
Actually, no.
So that's going to be a stealth check if you're going to walk in their viewpoint.
Can I see in there at all?
From this viewpoint, draw your arrow.
How do I draw an arrow?
On your toolbar on the screen in the upper left corner, there's a ruler. If you'll click that, then you can drag from a starting point to an end point.
Okay, hold on.
So I would say you can see these two guys very easily. Like the wall is going to kind of obscure some of your vision over here.
Interesting. I seriously got to get a different color.
Just that little pinkish square with your name down there by your video feed. If you change that color, it changes your dice and your arrow as well.
Sweet. Okay. Is there anything in there that I can use Mage Hand to move?
There's a few, looks like some boxes that are pretty small. Just some sacks of, you're guessing food, rice and beans, maybe.
Let's see. Rice and beans. Can I like pick up a bag of rice and upend it and kind of pour it out on one of the goblins?
If it's let's see here, 10 pounds. We'll give it to you. Which goblin?
Casting whatever.
Which goblin are you dumping it onto?
Let's see here. I think I can see this one best. Did I ping him? I gotta turn it back to the thing. Hold on. Let me try it now. There.
Okay, the one by the first one there.
The one on the right.
So this guy,
Yeah.
the multiple ping guy. Okay, is pouring him down, and he's standing up, and he's furious. He's drawing out his scimitar, and he's kind of whirling around trying to figure out that. The rest of them kind of just take they slide back, and the ones on this side over here start laughing, which just makes this guy even more irate.
All right. I want to cast sleep then while they're doing that.
Okay.
I only got 18 hit points on that roll.
That's my choice too, right?
Yeah. Well, it starts with the person with the lowest hit points. So if they've all got the same, then yeah, it'll be your choice.
That's my choice. The one right here, he just slumps over in his chair. The one across from him slumps over too. The other two seem to kind of just shake it off.
Okay.
Other than the fact that the one right here is still laughing. And he's like, oh! He kind of notices these guys falling asleep.
All right. They're all yours, Ashlyn.
So I grip my axe. I am going to rush here. That should put me in reach of old boy there.
Okay.
And of course I'm going to go for my two-handed attack. Let's hit it. Give me something good, baby. God bless.
And even with advantage, you're going to still miss. We're now on to initiative.
Dear roll 20. Don't like your dice. Sincerely, Joe.
I think it's their dice that don't like you.
Yeah, well, the feeling's mutual.
Me, apparently. Let's see.
I'm still rolling dice here. Holy smokes. They love me.
Oh, that's not on my selector. Okay.
Oh, shoot.
Yep. 9.
I have to select my token.
All right, it'll go me, Trampas, Tim, Joe. All right, this one's going to whirl around now. He felt the breeze at his back. He's going to try to swing back at you. And we're still swinging. Still swinging. I'm not typing. I'm still waiting.
Mr.
Oh,
John
John's force choking us.
And there's some rice and things still in his eyes. He's trying to clear those out, and he misses you badly. The one over here, he's going to come up, and he's going to try to get on your side. And he does, and he's going to take a swing at you too. He just hopes he doesn't slip in rice. Rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat. He also misses. All right, that brings us to Trampas.
Okay. So let's see here. About there. Oh, I hate when the grids don't match up. Okay. And at this point, see, I'm going to hold off on Shocking Grasp anytime soon. Is there any other bags of rice in here?
There's several.
Okay, I want to get another bag of rice and upend it on that guy there.
Okay.
And basically the idea is I'm trying to create some confusion, distract him, possibly work towards giving them disadvantage or something.
I'm gonna rule he's gonna have disadvantage because now he's got rice pouring on him for this round again. So he'll roll for disadvantage this round.
Cool. And see, this is one of the things 4th edition really got kind of wrong is, it seemed like all your powers and such are always attack based, and you get a player who cleverly uses their spells. It can be a mundane spell like Mage Hand, and they can still, help out in battle, just not necessarily attacking.
Faux show.
All right, so I believe is it Tim?
Is it me?
Yeah, it's you.
All right. I'm gonna firebolt this guy.
Okay, go ahead and cast it.
Oops.
Misses.
Aw. I'm not doing well with that one.
Ashlyn?
Same target. We're going to hope the gods are with me on this roll.
You do miss.
I'm just glad the one was over on the other side this time.
I agree. The goblin right in front of you, the one that's got disadvantage, he's going to try to swing back at you. He's fighting that rice problem. What's your armor class?
Core stats, armor class is 15.
Okay, he misses. The one on the other side of you, the one that is fine right this second, he swings and he also misses. Back to Trampas.
Okay, I am going. Let's see. Is there any place that I could get in to do a touch attack against this guy?
You can go right there.
All right. I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
That requires an attack roll, so I'm going to hit attack. So let's see here.
You miss.
Boy, did I ever.
But Ashley, on the other hand, with the way Joe's rolls are going tonight, absorbs the lightning.
Clear.
Then does the William Wallace thing. All right, Tim.
All right, we're gonna try this whole firebolt thing again.
Right now, this is the battle that nobody wants to hit each other.
Oh my gosh!
Your firebolt just fizzles out of your fingertip.
Ouch. Okay.
It's like a sprinkler going when it runs out of juice.
So, all right, I'm gonna take Trampas's advice and maybe try to get creative here.
All right, Joe.
Well, glad that I have not been hit yet. I'm just going to try and get the same guy again. So, come on, give me something good.
Oh, it's a hit. And he takes a nasty chest wound. He's still standing, but you staggered him.
Ah, by circus.
How did I get us? Never mind.
He
Yeah,
is
figure this
swinging
out.
back, though.
6
Lunges forward and trips and falls and impales himself on his own sword.
Oh,
He's lying there and he's motionless. You see blood gushing out and he is dead.
Ha ha ha, fools always fall in battle.
So that was a little crit failing. I only have 1 hit point left.
I have a question. A rules
Yep.
question.
Yes.
Do we add our intelligence modifier when we make attack rolls with spells?
Yeah, because clerics use their wisdom.
Okay. Just checking.
The other guy does it slightly better. He slips a little bit in the pool of blood, but he keeps his footing and just misses you. Where are we on now? Is this round 4?
Oh,
I'm just keeping track for the other guys who are sleeping. Trampas, you're up.
okay. So we have boxes. We have beans and rice. Do we have any sort of liquid?
Not that you can tell.
Okay. Ceramic pottery. I'm gonna take like a box or something and use Mage Hand and lift it over that guy's head and let it just drop on his head to cause a distraction.
Okay. And it does give you disadvantage. Does give him disadvantage.
Love this.
Very cool. All right, so me. Da-da-da-da. Are you ready for me to go, or you want me to wait?
I'm ready for you whenever you are.
All right. Attack him with my firebolt.
Okay, a second here. That's a hit. That's a
For
drop.
11.
Who'd you
Yay.
hit?
This guy over here.
You're gonna have to move first.
Oh, well then I would move.
Well, I'm giving it to you. You just have to move.
Sorry, I'll make sure I do that first.
He falls down. The other 2 are still out.
I have.
Is there any
I say
rope in
let
here?
bind 'em.
What's that? There's all sorts of rope.
Yeah, I've got rope on me. I don't go anywhere without it. I say we bind them up and gag them.
Sounds good.
Dead goblins can't give us any information.
Whoa, what is that?
Is this right here?
That right there. It's like a fire it looks like a fire pit that's out.
Ah,
You do see a rope tied around this rock here. And it appears to be going off the ledge.
Okay,
it's tied
I'll
to the
I'll
wall.
move over there and investigate.
Okay. Go ahead and drag yourself over there.
Okay.
You guys tying up the rest of the other goblins?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay. You notice it looks like to be a Sylvanesti elf hanging upside down.
Hello there.
Dead.
Slow going?
He's not awake. You're not even sure if he's alive.
All right. Well, I will, as carefully as possible, drag him up.
Let's do a strength check on that.
Oh. Okay. That'll be fun.
A little help, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can help after one time a month.
Or an athletics check.
It's me.
Oh. Well, I guess that works for a check, right?
Yep. You grunt and you moan and you groan a little bit. You make a little more noise than you planned on, and you manage to pull him up. He's an unconscious Sylvanesti elf. Looks like he's been knocked out. The rope was tied around his ankles. He's very, very pale, even for an elf.
Okay.
The servant of Kamash. Stab him.
Does this look like something that the medical kit would come in handy for?
He looks to be alive. He just looks like he's been upside down for, you're guessing, for quite a while.
Okay. All right. So I'll just pull him up and I'll set him upright
Okay.
so that resume normal blood flow.
All right. As you guys are tying up these goblins, you notice the stuff they're playing over looks to be not gold or steel or copper even, but equipment. Looks like someone's armor has been up for grabs, a bow, someone's cloak, their backpack. You find stuff tossed in piles around this table that was right here. This guy's been stripped clean. And we are going to stop there until we pick up again.
Good deal.
Alrighty then.
All right.
So I'm assuming though at this point I've got these goblins tied up and gagged.
You do.
Sweet.
You have me on video saying that, so I can't untie them.
Well, good game, Chuck. Good game.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you. And next time John will be here. At least
Looks like he tried to drop in there for a minute.
Yep.
I saw his name pop up.
Well, I got him worked in right now, so.
Good.
And I need to finally tell you guys the truth. The reason I keep it so dark in here, I'm Batman.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
thank you guys.
It's midnight. It's late. Thanks for playing, guys.
All right.
Good
Take
one.
care, guys.
See
you
you
next
next
time.
time.
See ya.